Out here, me and Cece are with Elijah with Germ Free Lunch. We're just gonna ask him a few questions about his organization. I'm gonna stand all the way over here. So Elijah, let us know about Germ Free Lunch. What is it exactly?
So Germ Free Lunch was an initiative started by myself and two other people. One's a local business owner of Home Butcher right there, and the other's a owner of Lil Farm, which is a farm in North Durham. And so together we just put our minds together, how can we support our community in this time of craziness and confusion? And I said, well, there's a huge need for food. North Carolina is the 10th hungriest state in the nation, with 15.2% of its people, or 15.9% of its people, food insecure. And so it's a huge problem here in Durham. So how can we tie in the businesses, the farms, and the community? That was the question. And we said Durham Free Lunch is going to be the thing. I said Durham Neighbors because I have a strong belief that, you know, Durham always sticks together in a time of, you know, craziness and confusion. And so we showed that we are Durham neighbors. We show that we're neighbors to each other.
Are you from Durham?
Yes, I am from Durham. I was born at Duke Hospital back in 2001, the coolest year of them all.
2001, wow.
I had my child in 2001.
That's impressive.
Yes.
So what made you come up with this idea on your own? Like, when you, what was the moment when you was like, this is something that needs to happen?
When the last day of school happened, I had a wake-up moment where I was saying, as soon as lunch lets out, kids are running through the halls, you know, not because they don't have another class, but because this is one of 2 meals that they get a day. You know, the school only provides breakfast and lunch, and that's sometimes the only thing that they get that day. And so they're not anxious to be out of class, they're not anxious because they just want to go see their friends, they're anxious because they're hungry. And so those are the people I go to school with. Those are the people that some of the kids that, you know, the people that donate, some of their kids go to school with these people that, you know, need these lunches. And so it's a wake-up call for me, the over 400 donors we have, everyone, this is a huge need. You know, Durham has done a good job of covering this food insecurity kind of piece up, I feel, because people have, you know, texted on the GoFundMe, I'm so shocked that this is an issue, you know, I'm surprised that this is an issue. Thank you for doing this, I didn't know this was an issue. It's been an issue. It was, you know, food insecurity was there before, it's going to be there during, and it's going to be there well after.
Right. Is this something you plan on doing after this virus or pandemic has eased up?
Yes. And so I'm preparing with my team a business plan to do the Durham Neighbors Foundation, which will basically be a mentorship program. Durham and North Carolina period is one of the best and biggest agricultural states in the South. And fun fact, out of the hundreds of farms in Durham, only 10 of them have primary producers who are African American, even less for their Hispanic counterparts and the Native American counterparts and the Asian counterparts.
Come up with these ideas, you get a lot of naysayers.
Yeah.
And I know, like with my company, I want to try to, what's something that helps you block out people, like, how are you going to do that? How's that possible? And stuff like that.
So when I first pitched this idea to a few people, you know, let's serve lunches, let's find a way to serve food. They were like, how are you going to do that? We're going to get the food, we're going to get the money. You know, try something else. And I'm like, I want to do this, I want to do this. So I texted Grant of Home Butch and I said, hey, we actually met at a rally. I spoke at a rally, he came up to me and said, if you need anything, you know, just hit me up. So I hit him up, I said, hey, I know we've only talked one time before. I need your help though. Let's talk about this idea. He was like, okay, bet. So and that's how it started. And we handled the naysayers because there was a lot of them, especially on GoFundMe, who are like, you know, this is probably not the best idea to handle this, or, you know, things like that. We handle them by just saying, you know, we are Durham neighbors, we stick together. And that's all.
What inspires you to get up every day, Monday through Friday, and do this?
So the kids, my friends who I saw, like I said, being anxious to go get food, the parents that come up for their kids, the homeless people that come over here, you know, and say hello, you know, and say, you know, they may or may not get food, but they always say hello. You know, we have one guy who volunteered with us who is actually homeless, and every day he came and got a meal and said, thank you, what you're doing is amazing. All the seniors that come up here, thank you so much, thank you so much. The people with kids, like I said, all of those people are why I get up every day and do this work. It's not for myself. I mean, you know, if I was doing this for my resume, I'd be doing something else. If I was doing this for National Honor Society for hours and volunteer hours, I'd be doing something else. this is something that's serious. It's something that affects all of us. You know, coronavirus isn't something that's just affecting the seniors, the children, you know, the homeless people, the people that just can't afford food, the laid off workers, things like that. It's affecting all of us. You know, this is my community. This is our community at stake, you know?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's why I get up every day and do this work.
What does Durham Free Lunch need now from other people?
We need people to share, we need people to come, we need people to donate. And if you go to durhamfreelunch.com, you can find out all that information for more options.
And with the pandemic happening and the shutdown, have you noticed an influx of people coming?
Actually, yeah. So our mission was 100 free meals a day. And actually today we boosted up. Today I came and we were like 200 lunches, time to go. Now we have 35.
What I really like about your program is that you do healthy food.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's not just like canned food, like, you know, you actually, like today you have hummus and ham and turkey.
Yeah, ham, turkey, hummus, and tuna.
Right.
We've had chicken sandwiches, we've had salads. The thing is, there are people too. They deserve quality, healthy meals. And that's why I pride myself on quality, healthy meals, because it, you know, just because they're going through a hard time doesn't mean they're not human, doesn't mean they don't deserve a good quality meal.
So what's next for Elijah? Like, you going to college? What's going on?
You can't see me grinning.
Because you're already doing big things.
Yeah.
Like, what's your next step?
So it's a secret. That's why I'm like making sure.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm kidding. No, but I'm going to college. I made my decision between Howard and UNCG last night. And I decided on UNCG over the Spartans. You know, it's just a great place. Greensboro is a very diverse place, a diverse campus and thought and student body. Huge opportunities. I can keep my day job here in Durham. I own my own company, Youth Next, basically showing that youth can have a huge stance. Youth are doing great things in the community and in the country right now. And so my company, we do advertising, and I also do consulting on how to bring people into the youth ecosystem and how to kind of modernize that to attract youth. Because youth are doing things that adults, you know, at 50 can't do.
Yeah.
Or, you know, or wish they had on their resume. And so that's what's next for me, going to college, kind of taking a vacation from all this. Now I expect to fully be working full steam ahead because there's so much great work to be done. And so as long as I can keep doing what I'm doing and showing other people, you can do it too, no matter how old you are. I started at 15. You know, there's so many people that are doing better things than I am, younger than I am. And so if I can keep showing that it's possible, we're gonna have a revolution on our hands.
I think it's so amazing that you're so young and you have such a positive outlook on life and want to be so helpful at a time when a lot of people will want to be selfish.
You know, going to Costco, Food Lion, you know, Walmart, and people taking all that tissue, I see selfish all the time.
Yeah.
I see selfish all the time.
That was horrible.
You don't need 40 rolls of tissue if it's just you
Right.
and your partner in your apartment. No, come on now.
Yeah, that's
but I've seen selfish, and you're right. You know, my outlook on life is that if we work together, things would be so much better. And that's what I like about Durham. We work together in times of need. You know, it might not meet everybody's needs, but we're trying. You know, at least we're trying. It's better than some cities which just, you know, throws a blind eye to some people.
Right.
Especially people like me, young black men, you know? And so we get turned a blind eye on all the time. And so it's just very important that this work is done and done right. That's why I'm wearing a mask, gloves, you know, staying 6 feet apart. But yeah, we run a very tight operation here, and so it's very crucial to make sure everything goes right.
Yeah.